Well, I did it. So behind me is the purloin gone and the ridge cap's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and just mock up some tin over here. It's reasonably calm right now. See how that works out for me. See if I can get it up without blowing down and destroying my camera or cutting me. Just want to make some marks on some tin, get some ideas going, put a ridge cap on it. Just temporarily, just so I could get some measurements. The front part that you see, I'm going to use full pieces of tin, and then if I have to use mismatched tin, it'll be on the back side. Nobody will ever see that. I do still have a little bit of work. So a couple of comments I'll make about building with timber. So I could not have done this without a steel beam. This piece of timber right here is every bit of 32 feet open span, right? All the way down. Now I did that so I could put in a 20-foot sawmill, right? My Hudson Oscar Pro 336. I could put extra rails on it too if I need to, but I don't have jumbo sized lumber here. This worked. But the problem with it, it has knots in it, it has variants in it. Now if you cut a log, you actually decrease the strength of it a lot, because as a tree grows, it grows with the stresses perfectly balanced, because the tree would fall over or splinter otherwise. And as soon as you cut a tree, then you put stress into it, one side or the other, and that's how you get warped lumber. So anyway, I didn't cut this. This is a beam, an uncut beam. Now I could have removed the bark, but this is not over a dinner table or anything. It's over a sawmill. I'm not worried about it. So I have a whole bunch of end cuts from what I did there. The end cuts might come up in here for bracing, right? I might put cross pieces of bracing in there. I don't know, maybe. I am real happy with this design. The disadvantage of having a little bit of natural oscillation in the log is that you listen, the peak's going to have a little rise and run. It's going to have a little sway back. I know that. That's charming to me. I'm going to live with it. So, but if I was to do this inside a building, I would put those logs on probably 24-inch centers, a whole bunch of them. Or the Native Americans, I think, did 36 inches. I don't know. You can look up how the Pueblo people and how they built their logs. They moved 240,000 logs sometimes to build some of their cities in the Southwest. That's a lot of cedar. And by hand. The axes were stone, right? Anyway, they did that, and I just try to repeat what they did because their houses lasted 1,000 years. I'm trying to build a 1,000-year home. In fact, I got my inspiration from them. This everything here is made with treated lumber. Will it last 1,000 years? I think it'll last 50 to 100 years, and then somebody will have to get in here and, you know, re-anchor it or reevaluate it or close it in or do something. Certainly it'll be re-roofed in 50 to 100 years with this tin. So, but pretty happy. Let's go ahead and put some test pieces of tin up with a ridge cap. I don't know, let's say 4 pieces and see, front and back. And just look at the overhang and such. Wow. Well, Internet, take a look at that for me. I'm going to hold you up there and you're going to take a look at it. I'm going to make some measurements. I'm hoping each run is 6 foot, but I doubt it because well, I just doubt it. I got an adequate overlap of the tin. Pretty happy. I think that I'm going to need to put some bracing through the middles here. That'll take a while. Yeah. Oh, let me take some measurements and holler at you so that I can remember them. You'll be my mind. 5 foot 6 inches like that. Most of these are 12 feet. So can I move that down 6 inches and will the ridge cap cover it? And Do I even want to? I don't know. Let's find out. I honestly think I could cut those 12-foot sheets of tin at 6 inches. There's enough of that ridge cap that, you know, it's 6 or 8 inches. Let me see here. 9 inches that I have to play with. I think it'll make it. I think I could save myself some money. There's a small chance of rain. I've been complaining at the sky here because it won't rain, and getting tired of it, to be honest. Poor Texas. Anyway, 6 foot. So I'm going to cut a couple of them in half. 4, 2 in total, you know, 2 making 4 sheets. And tinker around and see if I can make that work. What the overhang will be, if it'll have enough, or if the water will just dribble onto the fascia. That kind of a deal. Let's find out. But first, I have to put away all my tools. Maybe rain. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, well, let's cut these up in 6 foot sections. I'm in the middle of sand, so there's a burn ban in Texas. I sure wouldn't want to do this where there's grass. It's early April. Sand. Everything's sand. Alright, I don't normally work in the dark, and it is 7:26 p.m., so the sun's gone down. This is a good low light camera. I want to put these pieces of tin up, take a look at it, see if it holds up through the night, you know, that kind of a thing. I'm close, so let me just get it done, right? Well, let me speed walk through this. It is dark when I've started, so put up a couple of those ridge caps I've saved from Camp Swift. Sliding the tin back up that I cut. My camera does low light, so you know it's pretty dark here while I'm working with this tin. Fortunately, there's not a high wind, so right away you can see in the top of the tin there's a little arch where even the 24-inch it's just not stiff enough. But I'm going to go ahead and put in some screws for now. I'm just doing the whole process just so I get a flavor for it, for how I'm going to roll it out completely in the future. So temporarily I stick one piece of tin under the other to kind of give it a little stiffening. You know, that's not going to work, but that's what I chose to do. It's just 4 pieces, right? 2 front, 2 back. Apologize if you heard the helicopter go overhead. But anyway, I've got these 4 pieces in, just putting in proper tin roof screws is what I'm doing. This tin, old tin's thick. And I think I'm going to have to drill it all out, especially if it's more than 2 sheets thick, like where you overlap it. That's fine, but where you overlap it and put a ridge cap and put a ridge cap on the ridge cap, that's 4 layers. So some of these I was not able to get through very easily at all. But I've given it a college try. My goal here before I went to bed was just to get it up so in the morning I could go and inspect it. And I'll finish up this video with a morning inspection. We can all look with our own eyes, but oh my gosh, it was so hard to do in late dusk. And like I say, it's darker than it looks in the picture, but there I am. So getting it all up, and I figured out right away I'm going to have to put some bracing in the middle. All right, well, not everything that I do have I done before. I don't think I've ever put a tin roof on like this. So, well, I'm fiddling with those first 4 sheets. They'll be my test sheet. It's getting dark. This is enough for tonight. I don't work in the dark. You just get hurt, right? So like, subscribe, follow me along. This is Steve, 1000-Year Home. Well, I don't normally use the same piece of video on back to back. But I'm going to do that because last night I finished up with the test tin, putting it up there. And today I'm going to start with actually building the tin and tinning the roof. But let's do a quality inspection on that. I'm not entirely satisfied. In the night, I couldn't really, I saw it, but I didn't have the camera. I couldn't record it and stuff. So we'll take a look at it. Rotate. All right, so there's pieces of tin here. You can see I'm going to have a problem hitting the joist because of the overlap there of the rafters. I'll just have to do better at it. You know, I'll come back in. It is repurposed, so I'll have to patch some holes. But here's some things that I don't like. You know, some of it is really rusted, and why would I put up really rusted stuff without prepping it, right? So I'm going to take down these 4 sheets, and I'm going to paint and prep them. I've got plenty of paint, Eastwood rust inhibitor. The other side of them that I put up is it looks good, so let's take a look at that. All right, and I just cobbled these on last night just to see. Not too bad, but notice that no fan of it. The wind will get in there and start bouncing that, and you know, before you know it, they'll be up in the air. So I'm going to do something else. I'm going to add some tin here at the top underneath this. I've got an extra cap, and then right in the middle I want to add tin as well, and a strap here that would go across as many as I can. Now the tops of these don't look as rusted as the bottoms, right? So but it'll rust through, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off. I like it okay. You know, once I put in the different cap methods, you know, and if these were screwed in there it'd help, but this definitely needs reinforcement. What I don't want to have to do is put a lot of braces through here. So I'm trying to shortcut that. So I like the overlap here. That's adequate for me for a drainage, you know, to put a downspout on and a gutter. So I like that. The ends will be attached a little more firmly, but not half bad. I just want to avoid having to cut a lot of braces and go down through. I mean, I guess I could. These are all going to be different lengths, right? So there'll be a lot of work to do that. Maybe I will. We'll see. I've got the 2x4s for it. All right, so I'll be pulling those down. I'll be prepping them all. Today I'm hoping that there's a tin here that's not damaged, rusty, so that I could just start chopping it. I don't know. This has all come off of something, right? Well, maybe some. I'll go through it and see if I can get enough that I could start working today. If not, I'm going to be painting. This is the tin I'm going to use across the ridge to stiffen everything. I like that idea. Yeah. All right, so I'll put up where I fixed the rafters and did all that. I did that last night, and then today I'll do another video on actually prepping the tin.